our encounter of the podcast is...
we don't have a name.
I don't have a name. I got one, though.
Search party?
Let's go with it.
Better than what I had in mind, it works.
All right, so when I was part of an adventure that I am a Patreon supporter of the good guys over at Inter-Party Conflict, and once a month they run an RPG, and this time it was a D&D adventure in Eberron, and our adventurers were hired out to find somebody. What we were looking for, we were given information with details about a signet on a ring and all that jazz, and we had to find this person.
Okay.
We traveled around, we did all the hokey pokey, looking for people, asking questions, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And we finally narrowed down to where the guy's corpse was at one point. Where his body was, some of his belongings were there. There were these massive footprints. Massive, like T-Rex sized footprints. We're like, oh shit, somebody got him. So we're going to have to wait for it to come out. Basically, I'm envisioning chasing a giant monster, waiting to catch its shit in a bucket or something, you know? And so we do all this. We finally track this thing down after a little while, and to our horror, we don't find a monster has eaten this guy. Instead, we find this gigantic, bloody golem with spikes bursting out of every spot on its body, with corpses just hanging from it. Oh. It just walks along and picks up dead corpses and just slams it onto its body somewhere.
Oh, that's metal.
It was awesome.
That's so cool.
And he made it like a huge creature. So there was just like dozens of corpses on this thing, and it's a corpse collector. That's all it does.
That's so brutal. Oh my goodness.
But what made
That's pretty metal.
Yeah. But what made it really cool though is that the monster itself wasn't wasn't the thing we're supposed to fight. It was meant to be just a scene setter, right? Mm-hmm. So we kept trying to attack it, and it really wasn't going well.
I imagine its CR was probably pretty high.
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that we couldn't hurt it. And it had its own little minions crawling on it that were kicking our ass. But basically, we had to crawl up onto its body, fight off some enemies while on top of this thing's body, and then grab the signet ring or the corpse, what we needed off the corpse that's been impaled by this thing, while it's continually throwing corpses back on it. It's like...
That is so crazy.
It was very cool, very fun.
That is so... That's wild. Honestly, that is just some crazy, definitely D&D style stuff. Yeah.
And what was great is we had all these things of what it was going to be, and Cadaver Collector was not on there. It was awesome. What do you think?
Well, here I thought it was going to be Bigfoot.
It
was a Bigfoot. Bigfoot permit.
That is just some... That'd be memorable.
Yeah.
To say the least. That would leave an imprint on me for a long time. That's just like, oh.
It was
fun. Your character.
Yeah.
And my character. Probably scar him for life. PTSD would probably be there. Probably be inset pretty well.
So.
Sees one corpse and he's like...
I just want to say thank you, Gabe, for that. It was wonderful. I don't know if that's a module you had or something you came up with, but well done.
If it's something you came up with, you need to write that stuff down.
Yep.
Hey, thank you so much for all your support and watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. We are the hosts of the Crit Academy, a Dungeons & Dragons discussion podcast.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And be sure to ring that bell. Get our latest content as we toss it out there. And it's good stuff.
Everyone loves fat loots and great D&D inspiration. Keep your blade sharp and spells prepared, heroes.